Unexplained expression. I don't want to sing. I don't want to dance. I don't even want to take that chance. My heart's ripped at the seam. I feel like I'm in a bad dream. There's joy and there's sorrow, but what will I face tomorrow? So many have become lax. That's a biblical fact. I felt the world hanging on by a thread. To see it makes me feel dread. Not what will occur in the here and now, but knowing in front of God, they will refuse to bow. I am heavy and weighed down by the sin that I see that is abound. People are clueless to the times. They still drink margarita and lime. They go on their merry way and don't care where their head lay. They wear blinders wherever they go as the world puts on this fake show. They suck up whatever riches they can get, but Jesus, they totally forget. The light that shines through the chosen tries breaking the ice on the hearts that's frozen. The atmosphere is screaming it's time for the enemy to take control. New world order is here. Time to enroll. The sleepers line up to comply to this hideous, in-your-face, disastrous lie. The shifting came on without warning for those who Satan hasn't torn. We've been awake without fallen asleep, trying to warn without a peep. Our actions and words spoke truth to life. You didn't want to listen, so endure God's strife. I'm badly wounded in the fight, but Jesus says, just hang on tight. It seems like forever we must stay in this place where we don't belong. God, though, says, though you are weak, I make you strong. Since we have suffered and felt so much, our Redeemer comes with his fiery touch to rapture his bride out of here, away from the wrath for the unbelievers to fear. This I tell myself again and again. History will repeat itself from where it first began. That gives me hope to cling to him in the sky, in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye. His word does not lie. The winds blew and the rains came tumbling down on God's warriors. Satan tried to pound. The weather patterns are crazy. Fires making the sky so hazy. Men being lazy and living without a clue that the collapse is not in a month or two. No one stocking up on food, water, and more. Instead, they walked out and engaged in America the whore. Pressure in the abyss is something we feel and we cannot miss. Let's talk about a much deeper problem here. Pentecost is coming. It's very near. Now, we had a meteor shower the other day, but June 9th, you say? The real show begins that night. 1,000 an hour. Oh, now that's a sight. But wait, there's more. This is the Revelation 12, verse 4. The beast system has risen. Next time, you will begin to start being in prison. Persecution coming to those left behind because you chose to be blind. You stored no riches in heaven, so therefore you ate that which was not leaven. The tears and the toils of your life, you chose to give up the heavy fight. On June 15th, we have the church age ending to a new beginning. Constellation alignment. Jesus, Father, God is behind it all. Gas prices rose and will continue to climb. Maybe people will start waking up this time. Eating, drinking, and getting married are all signs of the end times, as well as death due to these crimes. The love of many has grown so cold. As watchmen say, man, this is getting old. I feel a sense of urgency. That's why this poem's an emergency. We are on borrowed time because the signs all align. Things will escalate out of our grasp. This world is going to collapse. It's not even November yet. This is only the beginning of what you argued. But so many say this is normal to happen. Joel 2 says the moon shall blacken, but that already happened. The sun gave no light, and the moon no longer was bright. It also turned red, like all the blood from the war that's been shed. Revelation 6:6, the famine to spread, oh so thick. Money won't buy much of anything, and so it's not even summer, but it's still spring. Comes July, prices shall double. Hate to burst your bubble. Every man for themselves to see what's left on the shelves. I can't tell you enough times are going to get really rough. But that's why in Matthew 24:32 through 33 says, look up with faith and listen to me. Summer is drawing nigh, so look to the sky. I can't tell you anymore. Jesus is about to close the door. The trumpet is about to sound, where all the watchmen will hear it that's all around. This is the promise that he made us. So for me to warn you is a huge fuss. Accept Jesus today, so your heart will have a place forever to stay. I don't know if you guys have felt this, but I have felt a sense of urgency, a total change in the atmosphere, as if the enemy is about to swoop down any second, and that we have the armor on up to our neck. And that's how separated we are, because we are feeling the total shift, the pull, the pressure in the atmosphere, in the face of the earth. Everything is just getting ready to be on out of here. We feel it, because when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he felt the whole weight of the world on him. We are like Christ. Okay, we are sinners saved by grace, and because of that, we become one with Christ. We are born again believers, so therefore we feel what he feels, and we are feeling the end. Guys, I can't even begin to say stock up. Comes July, everything's going to be double in price. Gas is already past $5 where we are at in Indiana. Everything is shifted. Everything. Nothing is going back to normal. And I wish I could have more to say, and that I had something encouraging. The only thing encouraging is Pentecost is really coming up, and I really believe that we are leaving. Everything is screaming now, 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 and these warnings are getting more and more faint, and it's going to come a time where you're going to be wishing that you could hear our voice. Okay? So I've never endured what I've had to endure ever like I am now. We are going through so much, and I know every watchman is getting hit harder than ever before. Stay girded, Ephesians 6. Put on the full armor of God every single day. Do not let Satan triumph over you. This is why God says we have but little strength, but he who endures to the end shall be saved. The end of what? The end of the beginning of sorrows. The end of the church age. That is us. We are leaving. We have held on. Jesus is coming for us, and that is a promise. God bless.